What happens in an archives? Archivists identify the collections that have permanent values and then collect and preserve them. One of the important works that happen in archives is processing and making these materials accessible for public. Through processing a collection, archivists create a document about that collection, which we call it finding aid. A finding aid, sometimes called inventory, collection listing, register, or calendar, is a text document providing a description of the content of a collection. When you visit an archives website, try to find the finding aid first. It can help you to understand the collections. Many archives digitize their materials from their collections, for example, photographs, reports, letters, AV materials, and make them available on their websites. So it is recommended to try to find digital collections when you visit an archives website. Viewing the digital collections might save you some time, since that way you may not have to visit the archives in person. Here is a list of tips that can help you when you are working at a special collections and archives. Archives are not arranged by subject, because archives are organized by the organization body or a person who created or accumulated the records. And archivists keep that original order, and they don't intermix or regroup them with other collections. Original order is a fundamental principle of archives, because first, it preserves existing relationships between the materials. It also shows how the collections have evolved during the time. For example, think about an art collection from specific artists. Keeping the original order helps you to understand the impact of each piece on the next one. The second reason is keeping the original order saves the archivist considerable amount of time and efforts, because it already has a system for accessing the materials, and an archivist don't need to design a whole new system. Archives are not comprehensive. Be ready to make note of names, dates, and places you find in collection, and extend your research across multiple collections and even multiple archives. Talk to the archivist. They can help you find what you are looking for and save you a lot of time. Because archivists need some time in advance to pull out the materials for you, make an appointment before visiting archives. Trace primary sources from secondary sources. You may need to do a little research about your topics on secondary sources to find out who the key players were and when they were doing the important things in your research. Then go to the archives armed with those names and dates. Thank you for viewing this video.